What's up? What's up? What's going on, y'all? Everybody hear me all right? As y'all file in, I need to share this while we're here. 1 second. What's up, y'all? What's up? Everybody hear me all right? Mama, there go that man. What's up, One Dose? Rippers, what's up, man? AB, what's good? Tony Hot Dog Bacon, the man is on. You already know. I haven't missed anything, have I? No, I just started. Cam, what's up? Randy, what's up? Yo, round two. Let's get it, Calvin. Everyone hurry Cam home. Let's get it, Jaquez. Let's get it, y'all, man. Appreciate y'all as always for being here, man. I hope everybody can hear me all right. I got the mic on my hat. So y'all let me know if you can hear me okay. Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me. There we go. All right, we've shared that we're live. Let's get it. I can hear your brain thinking. Audio Gucci. All right, what's up? What's up? Cam, thank you for changing my perspective on betting. Been hitting like crazy on the two mans. Really appreciate you, fam. Biko, I appreciate you, man. And I appreciate you just listening to me and just taking the advice and actually trying to implement it, man. Because a lot of people, I mean, you're doing something that a lot of people don't do. A lot of people come in here and hear me speak and think I'm just talking to myself, and then they bounce out. And then they never follow it. You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody who actually follows what I'm telling them, man. At the end of the day, man, it's up to you, you know, to, like I've been saying, to make that decision whether you're going to do the right thing in this industry or not. You're either going to end up making money or you're going to end up losing and being done eventually. And I mean, it's up to you, whatever your goals are. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, man. I'm sure there's people out there who just don't like me. You know what I mean? Who knows? Who knows? There may be people who just don't like me. You know what I mean? There's a lot of like nerdy-ish people in this industry, and I just don't really fit with their clique. You know what I mean? So I've dealt with that since I started in this industry. The like nerdy side of the people who give advice not liking me, even though I've never spoken to him because I'm different. You know what I mean? Oh, he can't be good because he's not a nerd like me. You know what I mean? So it's like, it is what it is, man. Like, look, if they knew me in person and we were like, if we knew each other and met in person or talked, they'd know like I'm a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have nothing to do with being a nerd. Like, yeah, you might expect us not to get along, but I get along with all types of people. It doesn't matter. I've been cashing, man. Follow the rule book. You already know, Bradley. Good shit, man. Good to hear. Ran the top plays on soccer. A little scared. Let's get it, brother. Good luck. People hate when you keep it a buck. I mean, I don't know. I honestly, I don't believe it's that. I just honestly believe like I'm just not everybody cup of tea. Like, while some people may watch me and be like, okay, I like this guy. Like, he's real and I really like this dude. Some people may watch and be like, oh, he's just not like me. You know what I mean? Like, you may need to watch somebody who's a little bit like nerdier, maybe kind of fits that mold of what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I can't change where I'm from. I can't change how I grew up. But at the end of the day, I know sports betting. So you either listen to me and take my advice or you don't. It's all good. You can go watch another nerdy YouTuber or something. I don't care. You know what I mean? Much love to the nerds, by the way. I fuck with all of them. It's thrown me back sometimes when folks will just come out of nowhere and troll, and they're like a nerdy dude, and they have like this assumption of who I am as a person, and I'm like, why do you think that way of me? Like, for what? You know what I mean? Like, it's not my fault that, like, you know, I'm different than you. You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares if I act a little different or talk a little different than you? Like, come on, man. All right, let's get this shit anyway, y'all. We good. Our audio's good. We're live. I have shared it. Everybody in here, do me a favor, man. Drop that like down below if you haven't already. As always, I'm trying to get to 100 likes. We have not hit it yet on the live stream. I would love to hit 100 likes in this thing with y'all. Do me a favor. Drop a like down below. I'll tell you what. If we hit 100 likes on this live show, I will give away $50 cash tomorrow in tomorrow's live show to somebody in the live tomorrow. Okay? If we get 100. Because nerds have no social life. They don't know how to open up in simple interactions. So that's actually kind of true. Now, I have some nerdy friends who are great socially. And I have some that just aren't very good at it. And I think that's a lot of what it is like, it's a lot of people like kind of unhappy with their own situations. Maybe their life didn't turn out how they hoped it would. And so, you know, putting other people down who are kind of what they would want to be. You know what I mean? Like maybe people view me a certain way they wish people viewed them. And they're kind of just, you know, upset about it. And they make their assumption of who I am without even speaking to me. That's the thing. Look, if you speak to me and you make an assumption that I'm a horrible person, then okay, I'll live with that. But if you've never even spoken to me, then how do you make an assumption of who I am? Like, I've never understood that shit. Like, I've got plenty of people who hate me in this industry who I don't even know. You feel what I'm saying? One time, I posted a post on X. Y'all know I fuck around and I joke a lot. I've got like a personality, right? Like, I joke around a lot. That's all I ever do. Like, in my real life, I just always want to make everybody around me smile and happy and laugh. And that's me. I'm a goofy dude. Okay? I posted on X one time, I was like, don't blame me if a pick doesn't hit. Fucking go at the player. You know what I'm saying? Just like bullshitting. Obvious bullshit. Obviously troll. And I had a couple nerd dudes who do YouTube videos and were like, never go at the player. This guy's a piece of shit. You know, he's a piece of shit. I've known for all along he's a piece of shit. It's like, dude, what? Like, you took this opportunity when I was trolling to act as if I was serious and call me a piece of shit like you wanted to call me for years. And a lot of it's YouTubers. A lot of it is YouTube folks who give advice. They sit back and they've seen Cam ATL be in the limelight for so long, and they got like some hate inside of them. You know what I'm saying? It's frustrating. It is what it is, though. All right, let's get into it, man. I've been ranting too much. What's up? I'm live. What am I talking about? The nerdy folks who fucking don't like me. You know how I mentioned to you before, I feel like the nerdy side of these guys giving advice don't fuck with me? That's what I'm talking about. And they don't. But, oh well. What were you about to say? Oh, you said something like you were about to say something.
No, I just heard you.
You heard me ranting? Yeah, I just wish people would love me. Bye. 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 Peace out.
You wish people would love you, but you're kicking me out?
Bye. Peace out. Do you love me? You love me at least. You love me at least. Okay.
Who cares?
All right. I know. I don't care. I don't care. I was just talking shit. I got to get into the picks, though. I love you. All right, y'all. Let's start with where y'all want to start? Where y'all want to start? Because I know we don't have NBA. You know what I mean? We don't have NBA today. We do have NBA later, though, so. Babe making sure you're solid. Yeah, she's like, what's going on with you? Bro hit the I'm lonely too. I'm the man. All right, y'all. What we got? MLB. All right, let's start with MLB, y'all, because we don't have NBA today, so what's the point anyway? I'll talk more about NBA in the morning. And Props Made Easy members, as y'all already know, y'all can see the best NBA for tomorrow at any time. Like, you have it there. Dizzy G, what's up from over on Twitch, brother? I appreciate you watching on Twitch. Anybody who wants to watch on Twitch, you can do that too. I know I'm on every platform. I'm on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter right now, on X. So, yeah. Let's go, Kim. Let's get it, Queen Love. All right, y'all. So, looking at MLB right now, there's one thing that we noticed first off the bat, right? And that is going to be that PrizePicks, hold on. That when it comes to PrizePicks, the highest EV that is available is a 4.89. Now, this is playable because it's close enough. Now, if you guys want to slip right now, this is something you can consider. Or you can sit back and wait till that hits that 5% threshold like we talk about, right? Is there a certain time to secure picks? I normally tell people try to be first thing in the morning or late at night when the lines first drop, try to take advantage as much as you can. As long as enough books are in that consensus, you already know 30 or more books at least. So sometimes right when they first drop, you don't have enough books to go off of anyways. So wait until you have the good amount of books, get what you can then, and then go back in around this time of the day, and then go back in right before lock. So there's 3 times that you can look that are going to be the best times, and that would be it. Greenlight DFS legend. Appreciate you, AOD. Appreciate you. All right, y'all. So anyway, what we were talking about is the reason why I always promote y'all to make sure you have all the sportsbooks that you possibly can is because some of the best EV every single day is going to be on sites that aren't DFS books. Sites like PrizePicks and Underdog and these sites tend to update their lines really fucking quick. They don't really allow a high EV to last very long. Now, if you're a Props Made Easy member, you're able to grab them as soon as they become that, and that's great. That's the key. That's the point of Props Made Easy and why it's great, right? That's the point of any tool that gives plus EV plays, right? The difference is Props Made Easy is only $20 a month. Now, here's the thing. You will have plays pop in throughout the day, right? But you're going to have to be on it and pay attention. Now, right now, the best prize picks is Seth Lugo. Under 5.5 strikeouts on PrizePicks is a 4.89. Out of 65 books that have Seth Lugo's 5.5 strikeouts, the average is minus 132 consensus odds on the under 5.5 strikeouts. You get even odds on either side regardless. So obviously grabbing the under Seth Lugo 5.5 strikeouts would be the greatest. Now, the only issue with this play that's not very good is the fact that it's 4.89 is under the 5%. Now, us trying to stay on a solid strategy of keeping our 5% or higher baseline, it's just because we're trying to be the absolute best bettors we can be, right? We're trying to be as consistent as we can be while making the most profit we can, right? So the more sample, the better you can get, the better, right? Like technically, you can take a play that's a 3.5 EV, but it's better to have like that baseline that you follow and you stay dedicated on that baseline. 5% is a really good EV percent. Most pros won't take anything under that range. Most pros are taking shit 5% or higher. And so, yeah. So that's the only issue with Seth Lugo over on PrizePicks, under 5.5 strikeouts. But nonetheless, he's a solid option. He's almost at the 5. He's got 65 books built into his EV of 4.89. So you can still consider it. Nathaniel Lowe over 0.5 bases on PrizePicks is a 4.84 EV. 43 books built into making that a 4.84. So it's damn close to that 5%. It's got the over 30 books minimum that we're looking for. So it's good. Mookie Betts is under the 5% and under the minimum books, so I'm not interested. Oswaldo Cabrera is a 4.3. 42 books make up that 4.3, so but still, you're on the edge. Let's look at all around. Bro, I'm triple dipping now. Got my wife and my son with money on their books and no big flip and profit eggs. That's what's up, brother. That's what's up, man. The more the merrier, right? The more accounts that you can play plus EV on, the more money you're going to make, right? So, at the top of the list, you see Grant Holmes. Now, a lot of people would be like, oh my God, 13.4 EV, I got to take it. This doesn't follow our rule book, though. You feel what I'm saying? This don't follow the rule book. Let me reiterate again, guys. If we get over 100 likes, that's kind of my goal on the live shows. I want to be trying to get 100 likes consistently if we can. If y'all get 100 likes, all right, if y'all get 100 likes on this live show, in tomorrow's live show, I will pick somebody in the chat and give you $50 cash. If we get 100 likes on this live show. So spam it up, share it on your social medias, all that good shit. Tell everybody to like it, and let's get to it. He's been at 20 all day, so, I mean, this is somebody you kind of need to wait. It's not reaching our sample. If you want to take it, then sure, but just know it's not checking all the boxes for the rule book. And I want y'all to try to stay as dedicated and dead set on playing the right way that you can, because the quicker that you can get this mindset of doing certain things, you know, at a certain way, a certain process, as soon as you can get that process down and your mind is automatically like, okay, no way, I'm definitely not playing this because of this, I'm definitely not playing this because of this, you're ensuring that you're getting the absolute best options and you're putting your money on those, which is the best way to go. So Grant Holmes almost. Dustin May is in play, though. My son's out there singing happy birthday to my fiance, and it makes no sense. It's not even close to her birthday. If anything, my birthday's next. He's singing happy birthday to her, but my birthday is May 23rd. Her birthday's September. I would go check him on that, but I'm live right now. You know what I'm saying? Is there one rule that's more bendable? So the more bendable rule would be the amount of consensus books. Because, I mean, I don't want you to follow this. I want you to be as straight as you can. Okay? But if one rule is bendable, it would be that. But you still at least need a certain threshold. You feel what I'm saying? Mine's the 27 Gemini gang. You already know. I got the Gemini logo on my neck. I got that tattooed when I was young. If I could take it off, I would. Ken, we about to eat this playoffs. You already know Mike the Shooter. You already know. All right, Dustin May, under 4.5 hits allowed is minus 130 on Novig. Real quick, let me refresh, y'all. I've been doing a shit ton of ranting in this live stream, and I apologize for that. We're going to get to the picks, and I'm not going to talk no more about nothing else. Y'all don't distract me. Stop distracting me. Okay, MLB. Oh, look. Looky. This is what I mean by being patient. Plays will pop in that you need. For example, you were asking me if there's ways to be bendable, Calvin. Yes. You know we go for 30, but you can take a 29. That's where we'll bend. I try not to bend on the EV. I try to get the 5% EV. Or if you're a little bit under EV, you can bend on it slightly. But I'm talking you need to be taking 5% of EV or higher if you can. And try to keep that consensus books as close as possible. Rich James, May 23rd, too. That's what's up. That's what's up. I have a question. I've been a member back when we had the first inning on baseball. Is that coming back? Fantasy score for MLB. Last question. We're talking about it. Me and the team are talking about whether we want to add the first inning runs back to the tool. As of right now, we do have it on the Game Center. I believe they have first inning run scored options. So you can check that. But we're in conversation about it right now. But Rojas over 0.5 bases popped in for PrizePicks. It's over the 30 threshold. It's over the 5% EV, so great spot. Nathaniel Lowe, good. Goldschmidt can be played. Over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs is a 5.15 EV. 29 books, so almost there. Crazy how in the beginning the tool had no book count and we still cooked. Yeah, I mean, we have advanced thing as time has gone on, and really the advancements we've made at Props Made Easy have been to kind of help the regular better, the newer better, understand what the best options are. Does the AI sim matter? It doesn't matter as much as the EV and the amount of books. But the good thing is that every play that shows here on the tool will check every box. That's the cool thing about Props Made Easy is every play you see has to have everything clicking. Right? So as you see, Rojas over 0.5 bases. Sim is on the over as well. Paul Goldschmidt over 1.5 hits, runs, RBI. Sim is on the over as well. If the sim is on the opposite side, then we don't worry about that play. We want everything to match. You feel what I'm saying? I'm still salty about the NBA fantasy. That was my bread and butter like 30 minutes before games start. We could add it back, but man, it's just not a form of betting that I really want too many people to try to rely on, though. It's not a good market to put a lot of your money in, man. And you know me, like, I'm really in this shit to help y'all be smarter, better bettors, man. Like, I don't want to promote anything that's going to make you worse or have you on shit that you shouldn't be betting. You feel what I'm saying? All right, y'all. Let's go. Dustin May, under 4.5 hits allowed, minus 130 on Novig. 39 books built into a 7.5 EV. Great spot there for Dustin May. As you can see, the PME members liking that play. Johan Rojas, over 0.5 bases, 6.58 EV. 31 books built into it. I would take it over on Underdog more than I'd take it on PrizePicks. Just because the EV is a little higher on Underdog due to the payout structures. It's a little bit better on Underdog. Taiwan Walker is playable. He's at 29 books. I would imagine that this will become 30 pretty quickly. You can play it. Under 15.5 outs at minus 130 on Fanatics. 6.51 EV percent. 29 books have this averaged at minus 151 on the under 15.5. You're getting it at minus 130. Carlos Correa is another one who's right there on the edge. Over 0.5 singles at minus 108 on Profit X. Grant Holmes hits allowed on Novig at minus 105. You've got 37 books built into the consensus at minus 119 average. You're getting it at minus 105 on Grant Holmes under 5.5 hits allowed at 6.43. Goldschmidt can be played over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs on Underdog. Ryan McMahon over 0.5 hits, minus 105 odds on Novig, 5.97 EV. 43 books built into the consensus, making it the 5.97 EV. And as you can see, PME members are knowing. That's why you see the likes on these plays that are matching everything. I love to see it, man. O'Neal Cruz over 0.5 runs at minus 121 on Novig. 5.96 EV percent. 30 books built into an average of minus 138. Obviously, if the average is minus 138 among 30 books and you're getting it at minus 121, it's amazing. You feel what I'm saying? So anything you gave us made us better. Not one thing on that tool made us just have a flat-out losing day. Give yourself and the team more credit. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, man. It's frustrating because, like, you know, sometimes, for example, like, I know there's dads in here, right? Imagine you have I don't have a teenage son, but some of you may have had a teenage son at some point, right? And I already know as a dad, it can probably be super frustrating when you're telling your son, hey, man, don't do this because it's not going to turn out great for you. I've been there. I've done that. Don't make the same mistakes I made. And then you watch your son continue to go do the mistakes and learn the hard way, right? It's the same kind of thing as, like, I want y'all to do the right thing now so you don't have to learn the hard way and then come back being like, damn, I should have been doing this. You feel what I'm saying? That's exactly what I'm here to do. Like, I don't want y'all to have to learn the hard way. I want you to be on top of it now. Plain and simple. Bobby Witt Jr. over 0.5 singles at minus 124 on Profit X. 5.75 EV percent. 28 books built into that. So it's something you can take. It's right there on that verge of 30 that we're looking for. This is a big favored spot. And like I said, I normally wouldn't take a minus 165. But if you have a low bankroll and you're just in the bankroll building mode right now, you can straight bet Jose Altuve under 1.5 bases. Why? Because he's over the 5% EV. He's over the 30 books at 36 books. So great spot. It's very frustrating. I got into a tussle with my 18-year-old son this weekend. Yeah, I mean, it sucks. It sucks, man. Look, same thing with my dad. Like, you know, some of the shit my dad told me wasn't the greatest shit. But some of the shit that he told me, if I would have just listened and done it that way, it would have saved me a lot of fucking issues. You know what I mean? And that's just the way of life, though. And honestly, looking back, it's like the hardest parts of your life and the things that you learn the most from. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you learn the most from the shit where you live life and you learn from it the hard way. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of you bettors who are gonna go and learn the hard way from losing and losing and losing, eventually you'll become much better for it, because eventually you'll find props made easy if you haven't found it yet, or eventually you'll trust in props made easy, whether you trust in it now or not. And you'll start making the right decisions eventually, right? You learn from shit. Follow the rule book. I walked away from PrizePicks after I cleaned them for 10 bands, and now I'm on Novig and Hard Rock. Them boys made this tool easy as a stripper. I love it, Bradley. Good to hear, brother. Nolan Arenado under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs at minus 125 on DraftKings. 5.52 EV percent. 29 books built into the 5.52. Again, you can bend and play a 29 or a 28, something like that. But honestly, there's really no reason to, because if we look up at the top, we have exactly what we're looking for already. We don't have to take a 29 or 28 because we have shit over the 30. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we got some good plays. We'll come back to it. Let's move on to NHL and look at what we got today. Get some water. I have a dumb question. Rob, what's up, brother? All right, looking at hockey, Sam Reinhart over 2.5 shots on goal at minus 118 on Bet Rivers is a 7.73 EV. Great spot. 36 books is the minimum books. 7.73 EV percent. Sam Reinhart's fantastic over on Bet Rivers. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, I mean, minus 150 is a little juiced. You know what I mean? I talk about all the time, like, wanting plays that are plus 150 to minus 130 the most. But again, if you're in the bankroll mode and you're just trying to build bankroll and you want to go the safest route you can, don't worry too much about this. Don't stress yourself too much about shit like this. You can straight bet a minus 150 as long as everything else matches. 6 EV, 32 books built in. You don't have to be too tight on yourself. A lot of y'all are just kind of learning. You don't have to be too tight on yourself, but the things that you have to make sure are right is the 5% or higher EV and the 30 or more books. That way you're going off a amazing amount of data. Remember, every single sports book that offers these lines go off so much data to set their odds and lines. We are taking all of their data and shit that they got, and we're putting them together into a line to get the most accurate representation overall of where all of their data has. And we're taking advantage of it against books who are offering lines they shouldn't. Plain and simple, odds they shouldn't. Show PrizePicks. All right, 1 second. Wyatt Johnston over 0.5 points. I can tell you right now, there's nothing too big on PrizePicks for NHL. As you can see, it's not even... The best PrizePicks is Adam Fox over 0.5 points. He's a 4.32, so he's under the 5% EV. He's got 42 books, though. But he is under the 5% EV target range that we like to attack. And this is what I mean by, like, PrizePicks is great, but the plays are better on Underdog for the most part. Wyatt Johnston, over 0.5 points is 5.78 on Underdog. 41 books built in. So if you're on a DFS book, the book needs to be Underdog. Okay. I know this about getting the best EV, but if you find a play on PME, and let's say this player has like 66 or more books, but the play is for another book that's like minus 125. On a book that you can for... Okay, so Rob White. Good question. I'm glad you asked it, and I'm sure there's many people who need to hear this again. I've talked about it a few times, but it's important that you hear me out. Wherever Props Made Easy is telling you to take a play, which is right here. This is the book it's telling you to take it on. That is where it is good EV. So, for example, Sam Reinhart over 2.5 shots on goal. I don't want this play on DraftKings. Why? Because it's not up here on DraftKings. It would be here if it was a great play on DraftKings. You feel what I'm saying? But it's not. So I want it at BetRivers. A lot of times the reason being is because BetRivers has this line at minus 118. Whereas DraftKings probably has it at like minus 125, minus 130. And that's why. So for example, you look at the consensus odds. The consensus odds are minus 139. The closer the odds get to minus 139, the lower the EV is going to get. We want the biggest difference we can get between those. So minus 118 is a solid chunk. It's a 7.73 EV when you compare to this. But if this is minus 135, it's really close to this, and this EV is nothing. So you got to take it where it is. The more books, the better odds of hitting. Yes, solely on the fact that because you have the ability to take a play on the best book it's at instead of having to force it on a book that it shouldn't be. You feel what I'm saying? But if you're sure that play is going to cash, even those odds aren't in your favor. But that's the point of EV, though. You want those odds in your favor. That's the point of expected value. Grabbing something at a price that it makes it worth it long term. That is the point of EV. You don't want it, like with expected value, you want it furthest away from those odds as you can. So that way you have the good solid potential to make that profit. Just because I believe Sam Reinhart will go over 2.5 shots on goal doesn't mean you need it at minus 135. The EV long term is very small on that. You feel what I'm saying? Because again, you're going to win and you're going to lose throughout the course of a month. If you're playing a play at minus 118 consistently, you're going to make more profit when that hits than you will the minus 135 when that hits. So the same play will make you more money on BetRivers than it will on DraftKings. You get what I'm saying? So my method decent. I go for double up. So I take the top EV and the top Goblin, but not all Goblins hit. So I base that on the matchup. Mikkel, I've talked about that before. Yes, I'm absolutely okay with people, like if you are on PrizePicks and you have to play PrizePicks, playing the top EV PrizePicks that's available. And if there's no other 5%, 30 books higher, whatever type option, you can pair that with a Goblin that's got like a 90% or higher hit rate over the season and get a solid option. And nothing's going to hit always. So I would focus more on that season hit rate over the long term and not try to worry too much about matchups and shit. Just take it where it is for the most part there, because you're already getting it at a great odds because it's already discounted. Like every goblin is going to be great odds. Tell them the buying shoes story. Yeah, let me tell you that story. So, let me tell you all this just because it'll give you a good example, right? So, let's say you're reselling shoes and you want to make the most profit you can on them. Are you going to buy those shoes at $150 from one store? Or are you going to buy them for $200 at another? Obviously, you make more profit with the one if you buy them at $150 because you can sell them and make profit. More profit than if you buy them at $200 and sell them. You're going to make less, right? Because one you're getting for cheaper. That's the key here. We want to buy Sam Reinhart at minus 118. We don't want to buy him at minus 135. I remember this story. I've told this story a million times, and I hope people like, it's a good what you call it, analogy? Whatever. You get what I'm saying? Drop a like down below if you haven't already. How many likes we got on this video, y'all? Just curious. Remember, we get to 100 likes. I'll be getting $50 cash to somebody in tomorrow's live stream at 3 p.m. Central. All right. Let's see. Marco Casper over 1.5 shots on goal on FanDuel at minus 140. 5.75 EV. 33 books built into that. Marco Casper over 1.5 shots on goal on Sportsbet you could take as well. I believe we need to take Sportsbet off, though. I believe you can only play that in like another country. Sportsbet is pretty much like the equivalent to a FanDuel. Like most of the time, these odds are the same between them. And the reason we added Sportsbet, because there was an issue with FanDuel at one point. We weren't able to pull their odds. So we added Sportsbet so that you could still get a good idea of what you wanted to play on FanDuel by looking at Sportsbet. No WNBA at PME Cam. We do, but it just depends. And let me see. What's showing right now? Oh, I'll talk to them and see if we can add it. See if they got enough books. We're at 50 likes with 106 people in chat. Let's get to 100 chat. Let's get it, bro. Drop a like down below, y'all. I appreciate y'all. We got 106 people in here right now. Drop a like if you haven't already, man. Let's get that to 100 so somebody in here can win $50 cash tomorrow's live. Let's get some money. Let's get it, Ricardo. All right, so let's keep moving on. Oh, let's look at Game Center, y'all. Y'all want to look at some game bets? Yeah, that shoe example is fire. It makes a lot of sense if you knew nothing about it. Yeah, that's why I say it, because it's like it's good for somebody to pick up. It's good for somebody to understand. It's easier to understand sometimes if you break it down. It's too risky to take favorite EV if they have 29 books only. I don't necessarily, I'm not saying it's too risky. If it's over 5% at 29, you can. But the reason why I don't recommend it that much is because at the same time, there's gonna be an option that is over 30. So why have to take a 29 after you scrolled a little bit when there's a 30 right around it? For example, if the top play is a great EV 29, right under it's really close EV and it's got 35, take the one with the 35. EV's close. If it's a big EV gap and it's 29, you can go ahead and take it. Don't worry too much about it, but keep it as close as you can. Come on, people, push that like. Push that like. Let's get it. Listen to Rippers and Ricardo, man. Smash that like. I'll take it, brother. Thank you. Prayers up for the 50. Let's go. Appreciate the plays and the knowledge, brother. God bless you. God bless you too, brother. All right, so let's refresh and then look at Game Center. Let's see the best game bets. By the way, I have been making majority of my money recently. I'm just full transparency. Majority of my money has been coming from Game Center lately. Famous Ward, no need for the sniper tool anymore. Shit's already sniped at the top of the list. Like the plays at the top are already sniped there. Like they're already pretty much like you just follow the 5% or higher EV and the 30 or more and it's already there. Same, bro. Money lines have saved my pockets for real. That's what's up. Okay. Yeah, I've been absolutely feasting on these fuckers, dude. Okay, so let's talk about MLB first, because we got MLB games today. By the way, is anybody enjoying baseball being back? Like, I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of variance with baseball. And betting on baseball is one of the hardest sports to bet on. But honestly, bro, I have been absolutely destroying baseball, and I am so happy baseball is back. All right, let's scroll down. So first of all, you got a bunch of plus 300 options. While the EV is great, the amount of books is not great. If you see right here, though, Tampa Bay Rays, first inning money line three-way, you can get at plus 300 on FanDuel. Their odds are 250 plus 258 among 64 books, making it 11.57. Again, though, Is this play and play? Absolutely, you can play this play, but not full unit size. If your normal unit is $1, you need to play this at 50 cents or a quarter. If you play something this big. That's why I talk about the plus 150 to the minus 130. Plus 150 being the highest to go. Just because the further you get, you're getting into big. Like, will I still play this? Absolutely, I will. But not my normal unit size on it. Okay, let's look at the main markets. The main markets are going to be run line, team total, and money line. 4.67 is the highest on run line, so we're going to move on to team total. Team total's good. San Diego Padres under 3.5 team total at plus 120 on Circa. 5.45, 70 books built into a plus 108 average, where you're getting it at plus 120 on Circa. So amazing spot. 5.45 EV on the San Diego Padres under 3.5 team total at plus 120. Toronto Blue Jays under 4.5 team total at minus 125 on Circa. 56 books have an average of minus 140. So obviously, getting it at minus 125 is better. Shoes again. Buying shoes at 150 is better than buying shoes at 200 if you're reselling, because 150 will make you more profit. Same situation. Buying the Toronto Blue Jays at under 4.5 team total on Circa at minus 125 is better than buying the Blue Jays at minus 140 on DraftKings. Atlanta Braves under 4.5 team total at minus 110 on Circa. 72 books built into a minus 122 average consensus. 5.18. So team total has been something I've been absolutely feasting on. Also, live bets. Once the MLB games begin, live bets have been crazy. Take advantage. Once the games begin and you're just chilling on your couch watching games, go to live games and see if there's any crazy EV that you can grab a hold of. All right, now money line. Nothing too crazy on money line. Who are you picking for NBA tomorrow? Let's check it out. Are you talking game bets or player props? When it comes to game bets on the Game Center at Props Made Easy, let's see what our best options are. So Golden State Warriors minus 6.5 point spread at minus 115 on ESPN Bet is damn near a amazing option. 10.7 EV. This is the situation where I'd be okay with the 29 because you have huge EV like a 10.7. 29 books built into that. Now, by tomorrow, you'll have 30 or more books built into this, and the EV will still be solid, as long as you're getting it at good odds. So grab that at minus 115 on ESPN Bet, and minus 6.5 for the Golden State Warriors. And then you have the Chicago Bulls, minus 1.5 point spread at minus 105 on ESPN Bet. 33 books built into a 6.88. So great spot. Those would be my absolute two favorite right now. Joey V. Absolutely cannot wait for football season to be back and implementing the 3 rules. Oh, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. I cannot wait. And taking advantage of the live bets too during the game, like the live game bets. Like the live option at Props Made Easy when it comes to the game bets has been huge for me, bro. I've been making crazy units every night. Like I've been making consistently over 10 units just during the live games at night. I'm so terrified to bet on basketball before for lineups, but I know I miss a lot of good deals doing that. Yeah, I mean, you need to try to get it when you can. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun for football season for sure when it comes back, but right now we're feasting on MLB. It's been amazing to see the success we've been having on MLB so far. How long we been live, y'all? Can somebody let me know? How long does it say we've been live? Thank you for tweeting the live bets too. You already know, right? You already know. MLB's been great. All right, let's go back to the player props real quick before we head out. 33 minutes. All right, so it's almost to my time. We're going to go back to and take a look real quick at MLB player props. All right. So on MLB player props, when it comes to prize picks, you have a couple plays. They're still not over the 30 consensus, but both are playable. Goldschmidt over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs on prize picks at a 5.15, and Mookie Betts over 0.5 singles at a 4.8. Or you can go Paul Goldschmidt over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, You can pair that with an MLB Demon or Goblin. You can pair that up with Aaron Judge over 0.5 hits, runs, RBIs. He's hit this in 87.7% over his last 171 games. Actually, they're on the same team. You can't pair that. You're going to have to go Lindor over 0.5 hits, runs, RBIs. He's hit this in 86.8% of his last 167 games. So Francisco Lindor over 0.5 hits, runs, RBIs, Goblin. Paired up with... And Paul Goldschmidt's gone. And he's gone. Do you have a personal X that you post on? I only follow the tool on there, but we'll follow you too. Yeah, at Cam_ATO. At Cam_ATL. Capital A, capital T, capital L at the end. I post some on there. I'm going to be posting most of my favorite options though. I'll be posting them to members of greenlightdfs.com. Most of y'all know I have Greenlight DFS. I put optimal lineups for DFS, DraftKings, and FanDuel. When it comes to like the lineup side of things, I post those every single day for the main sports. Today we have MLB and NHL. I'll be posting my favorite bets on there mostly. I'll post probably a couple live bets after the games start though on OpenX. All right, let's look at all books. Christian Walker over 0.5 bases on Fanatics at minus 140. 7.51 EV. 39 books built into that. And then Dustin May under 4.5 hits allowed at minus 132 on Novig. 6.85 EV percent. 39 books built into that. Again, the best way, let me reiterate it again. The best way to have success in this industry is being able to straight bet plays that are over 5% EV and have 30 or more books built into the consensus odds. Okay? Props Made Easy is only $20 a month and gives you all of that data you need. Over the 5% EV, the amount of books built into the consensus is great. Is there any way that we could pick the sports we want to look at, just how we can do it with each sports books? We don't have it set up yet where you can look at all the sports together. We will probably have that soon. But right now, you just got to go to whatever sport you're looking for. All right, y'all. Spam that like up. Drop a like down below if you haven't already, man. We've touched on 100 or so top EV plays in this live stream, as always. PropsMadeEasy.com is only $20 a month. If you haven't joined to use these tools yet, you need to. Not only for player props, but for the game center as well. Not only for upcoming games, but during live games as well. I mean, there's an amazing amount of money on the table, and you're going to grab it all at Props Made Easy. A lot of data for only $20 a month, man. There's not a single place that you can go for this much data for cheaper. It's just not going to happen. So at the end of the day, it's the same thing that we talk about for EV. Are you going to get a tool that's $20 a month that has plus EV and consensus and AI simulation projection data? Or are you going to buy a tool for $50 a month that just shows you plus EV data? Pretty obvious. You feel what I'm saying? If you got the same pair of shoes, if you got a pair of shoes right here, you got the same pair next to it, are you buying the one that, and they both are the same shoe? Matter of fact, one shoe's got a cooler shit on it, right? And that shoe ends up being cheaper. Are you going to take the cheaper one that's got cooler shit? Or are you going to take the regular one without the cool shit attached to it that's more expensive? Easy decision, baby. Easy decision. There's a reason why 18,000 plus people use Props Made Easy, man. Shout out to everybody utilizing it. There's people who use Props Made Easy who have never even heard of me, and I love it. I just hope they're using the rule book. That's all. I hope they use the rule book so they can get the most out of this shit. Thank y'all for joining me as always, man. Let's keep building. Let's keep growing. And let's get it, man. Let's become the best bettors we possibly can in this bitch. PropsMadeEasy.com. Just really started betting and wish I would have found PME first. I have had several that I paid yearly and don't even use anymore. I mean, it's all good. You found it now. That's all that matters. That's all that matters, brother. Appreciate y'all, man. God bless y'all, man. Drop a like down below if you haven't already. Let's get it to 100 again. If by tonight we get to 100 likes on this live stream, I will give $50 cash out tomorrow in tomorrow's live stream. So make sure If we get 100 likes, you are at the live stream tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central because I'll be choosing a chatter to get $50 cash. Yes, it does work for UFC, Eric. We do have UFC. Anyway, fuck. This cough is never going to go away. Anyway, God bless y'all, man. Y'all have an amazing night, and I'll see y'all in the next one, man. Peace.